Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem by our very own Addison Brunier.
Rivalry going way back now, and North Haven's really been phenomenal the past 2 or 3 years. East Haven hasn't really had their number in those years, but I think, like you mentioned, the SEC is still intact, the seeding and everything. Nobody knows where they're going to be, so a big game for both teams. Really, it should be really fun.
Great atmosphere here. East Haven with a huge crowd, good size student section tonight. The looks like the Sheehan girls basketball team is here, fresh off the SEC tournament. I know East Haven was in that earlier today as well. So we are about to get underway here in Northford, the final road game of the regular season. Lorenzo DeFilio, he scores! It took 7 seconds for Lorenzo DeFilio to get East Haven on the board, and they've got a very early 1-0 lead.
Wow, what a start. The defender for North Haven misplayed the puck. Lorenzo DeFilio, with his speed, his skill, dekes the goalie out for North Haven. That's one of the fastest goals I've ever seen.
Joseph Salzano, freshman goaltender for North Haven, in net tonight. So a big start here on the road. This is North Haven's senior night as well, so great for East Haven to get off to a big-time start here. East Haven beat Watertown Pomperog Wednesday night 3-2. North Haven last played on Saturday. They beat Han 5-1. Preston Cantelli shot Salzano, made the save. Leighton Jeremiah with a big hit on Griffin McGlinchey. Penalty coming up on Jeremiah as Preston Cantelli threw one toward the net. And 14-18 to go in the first period. East Haven with a 1-0 lead, and they're going to get an early power play.
Yeah, North Haven's not playing very smart right now. They've taken, that led to the goal. That wasn't very smart. The penalty, and you can see he's pretty frustrated. Which I could see why. But if you're East Haven, you capitalize in the first 3 minutes of this game. I mean, what more can you ask for?
The North Haven's fan section not happy with the call, but Ben Gilbert, the senior, in the penalty box for North Haven. So East Haven with a chance to add to their lead here early. Preston Cantelli to Savo. They play catch on the wing. Savo at the circle. Back to Preston Cantelli. Now Landon Cantelli. To Carter McGlinchey, top of the circle. Big save by Salzano. Against Salzano, freshman goaltender for North Haven. Landon Cantelli with a shot. Glove save by Salzano. 13:51 to go in the period. 1:33 on the penalty to Gilbert. East Haven with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it was a great shot by McGlinchey. I think Savo just got a piece, but it ended up going wide. The puck movement on the power play from both units are very, very good.
Well, that was the number 2 power play unit that got the power play started, and now we have a false start on the faceoff. Faceoff is to the left of Salzano. It's Griffin McGlinchey taking the draw this time. And it's a scrum in the circle. DeFilio tries to come away with it, but it's cleared out by North Haven. Bryce Mastriano cleared it out to center. McGlinchey dumps it in. North Haven will clear all the way down. Michael Fritz leaves it for Preston Cantelli. And now Carter McGlinchey. East Haven will try to get started here. Bouncing puck at center ice to Filio. Well, Preston Cantelli almost turned it over. Power play having trouble getting started. There's a turnover. Here's DeFilio. DeFilio on net. And Salzano made the save as Jake Donovan turned it over. 13:11 to go first period. 53 seconds on the penalty to Gilbert. 1-0 East Haven.
Yeah, really good start for East Haven. DeFilio with a nice move to get by the North Haven goaltender. Both power play units look good so far. And like I said before, East Haven's been being the better team right now.
There's a turnover. Griffin McGlinchey drops it back for Carter. Carter gives it back to his brother, Griffin. Now John Dalbero in the corner. Griffin's got it back. Griffin's going to go to the net now with Dalbero behind the net, being hounded by Paul Mastriano. Griffin McGlinchey behind the net. Griffin being hounded still by Mastriano. Now DeFilio. Griffin McGlinchey with DeFilio going to the net. Cross ice, Dalbero shot, and it didn't get through. Salzano was sprawling across the crease. Cantelli back to Carter McGlinchey. McGlinchey with a shot that goes over the net. Cantelli steps down to keep it in. Good work by Cantelli, but North Haven clears to center. Gilbert out of the box, and we are back at even strength. So East Haven does not convert on the first power play of the night. There's a turnover. Landon Cantelli with a shot. Salzano makes the save. 12:06 to go. First period, 1-0 East Haven, and that's about the third North Haven turnover already.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. North Haven turnovers, like we mentioned, they just had 3 or 4 turnovers, and it's only the first period. Michael Fritz with a big save and on the penalty kill to get him started. I think that's only the shot that North Haven has.
So far, yes. So again, a false start on the faceoff. If the shots on goal are accurate, it's 6-0 East Haven in the first 3 minutes. Dallow tries to keep it in, can't do so. Now Cameron LaCroix back to the faceoff circle, goes off the skate of Perillo. And now Ballo knocks it down at center ice. A lot of bouncing neutral zone play here early on. outside of the North Haven turnovers. Oh, Landon Cantelli with a big hit at the blue line. Now Perillo with a shot. Salzano, it handcuffed him. Now Perillo has it. Now Landon Cantelli. Cantelli in the corner, ridden off the play. That's Ryan Panuski around the boards. Knocked down by Savo at the blue line, who stepped back to cover. Now Ballo comes back. So Ballo back in position. Now Savo backhands it deep to Landon Cantelli. Donovan tries to clear it out. Savo, nice move by Michael Savo to keep it in. Now Ballo tried to keep it in front of him. North Haven clears it out to center. Ballo across to LaCroix. Donovan turns it over again. There comes Savo, but they're whistled down for offsides. 10:55 to go first period, 1-0 East Haven. And Savo and Andrew Porto look like they're going to the box, and this is what you expect from East Haven and North Haven.
Yeah, exactly. I think there were some words to each other that the ref probably heard, didn't like. And, let's see if this third line can do anything. I liked the way they played against Watertown last week. Enzo Plano still looking for that first goal, and he had some great opportunities. I expect this line to do just as good as the first two lines.
The North Haven fan section is very exuberant, let's put it that way. Oh my. I missed the East Haven press box immensely. Wow.
We had some good memories in that press box.
Oh my God. That was actually funny. I can't repeat that on the air, but that was funny. Oh boy. Off the face-off, North Haven wins it. Clear it out to center ice. They dump it forward. Now Testa to Benjamin Brown, who's gaining valuable ice time. Here's Ryan Bonnell with a shot. And Salzano gloves it. It holds. 10:39 to go. First period, 1-0 East Haven with Savo and Porto in the box. We're still 5-on-5, so coincidental minors on that.
Yeah, and it gets this third line shift early in the first period. Shots are still, like we said, if those are right, it's still 7-0, and East Haven's really dominating. North Haven hasn't really had a good opportunity in this whole game, really.
Brown with a shot that goes wide to the glove side. Testa, who had a really good game against Watertown Pomperog the other night. Now behind the net, that's 3 Mastriano. Paul Mastriano takes it out to center ice. Penalty coming up on East Haven here as they try to go wide on Testa. They go to the net. East Haven's got to touch it up. Dilly Dimitriadis does touch. And we've got a penalty on East Haven with 10:13 to go in the first period. It's 1-0 East Haven. And it's going to be a holding call. Is it going to be on Ryan Bonnell? Yep.
Yeah, so what happened was Bonnell and defender for North Haven were tied up, and he actually held his stick. I think the ref saw that. North Haven player fell, maybe a little bit of embellishment, but, power play for North Haven.
So face off to the left of Michael Fritz. Big opportunity here for North Haven to try to get even. East Haven wins the draw. Preston Cantelli fires, and it gets by Mastriano, and it goes all the way down the other end. Salzano leaves it for big Jake Donovan, who clears out to center ice. Carter McGlinchey fires all the way down. Good start to this penalty kill. Here's Mastriano for North Haven. Mastriano to center ice to Bryce Mastriano. Bryce Mastriano. Now behind the net. Mastriano. Top of the circle. Took a shot blocked by Griffin McGlinchey. And North Haven can't hold the zone. Ben Gilbert can't keep it in. Nice effort by Preston Cantelli. Now Gilbert carries back in. Gilbert, nice active stick by Carter McGlinchey to poke it away. And John Dalpero takes it, fires all the way down. And Paul Mastriano will go back for it for North Haven. Oh, good work here. Short-handed. Lorenzo DeFilio steals. DeFilio turns. Lost the puck. So now North Haven. Oh, big hit by Landon Cantelli. Wow. Lorenzo DeFilio short-handed DeFilio on net. Salzano may have gotten a piece. Lorenzo DeFilio playing like his hair is on fire tonight early in this game. Puck played back behind the net. Landon Cantelli, unbelievable hustle. Now Donovan brings it back behind the net for Mastriano. Now back to Donovan. Donovan across ice. Here comes North Haven. Mark Guidon. Guidon to Bryce Mastriano. Shot. Stick to side by Fritz. And Carter McGlinchey fires all the way down. That is just going to just about kill the penalty to Ryan Bonnell. And East Haven has officially killed off their first. Good job on the penalty kill. Cameron LaCroix turns it over. Bryce Mastriano for North Haven. Carries back in. Mastriano now centers to Gilbert. Shot saved by Fritz, and DeFilio clears up to the blue line but not out. Knocked down by Cantelli. Cantelli was looking for Griffin McGlinchey, but that's an icing. 7:53 to go in the first period, 1-0 East Haven. It's good to know we have a third official up here on the same row as us.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, that press box, we need that press box back. But it was a good power play for North Haven. A couple shots to test Fritz. Fritz with two shutouts in the past 2 games, right?
Yeah, shutout against Guilford, shutout against Watertown Pomperog. He's been the best goaltender in the SEC all year long, and he's trying to have another good night tonight and clinch the number 1 seed. Griffin McGlinchey with a shot. Salzano makes the save. 7:39 to go. First period, 1-0 East Haven, and even shorthanded. How about the start tonight for Lorenzo DeFilio?
Lorenzo DeFilio and Landon Cantelli. I mean, both those guys have speed like they're race cars, really. Landon Cantelli is, being the most physical I've ever seen him.
Landon Cantelli has sacrificed his body all season long, blocking shots, doing all sorts of good things. His physical play, it just makes everybody around him want to play harder, it seems like. Ballo tried to put it in front for Perillo. Now Cantelli knocks it down. Shot Salzano, got a piece of that, and put it into the corner. Ballo stepped down. There's no one covering the defense right now. Ballo puts it in front. Savo overskated. And now Perillo, Nicholas Perillo, did a great job to get back as Gilbert for North Haven dumped it in. Cameron LaCroix turned it over. Gilbert with a shot save. Oh, Gilbert with a pushback on Landon Cantelli, and Gilbert's going to the penalty box. And you can see how fired up the East Haven bench is. 6:58 to go in the first period. It's 1-0 East Haven. And what a fun night this is going to be.
We still have 2 more periods of this. Well, Landon Cantelli, you can tell he's in the heads of those North Haven players and parents.
The kid, Gilbert, threw his helmet in the penalty box, and Chris Avina went to the box and just laced into his player. My goodness. Little out of control here early in this game. This is fun. DeFilio back to Preston Cantelli. Second power play for East Haven, and John Del Barrow with a power play goal. And with 6:45 to go, East Haven now has a 2-0 lead.
And you can hear Del Barrow's brother. It was a great job pass by DeFilio to give it to Del Barrow. Del Barrow went 5-hole on the North Haven goalie. 2-0 lead, and that was the first shot on the power play as well. Good puck movement, really good power play for East Haven.
Wow, jeez. So DeFilio and Del Barrow with the goals. Is there extra security in the building tonight? Wow. Carter McGlinchey up at the blue line. Plays forward. Now Mastriano. Mastriano to Donovan. Knocked down by Preston Cantelli. Now Donovan. Jake Donovan into the East Haven zone. Donovan shot blocker to side by Michael Fritz. Oh, you can feel the intensity here in this building. All kidding aside, what an atmosphere. McGlinchey up to the blue line, kept in by Porto. He turns it over. Now Griffin McGlinchey up to Landon Cantelli. Shot stick to side by Salzano, and he covered up a big rebound. 6:09 to go, first period. East Haven 2, North Haven nothing, and what a start for East Haven.
Yeah, all jokes aside, I mean, this is still a very big game, and you can feel it in the atmosphere. It's a really good start for both teams, really. East Haven is looking to clinch that first spot in the SEC, so with this win, it could happen.
I forget the exact number, I should know. North Haven has won 3 or 4 consecutive SEC tournaments, I believe. I think they won it in the COVID year and then the last 2 years. So it's 3 in a row. So they will not make the SEC tournament. They're in the state tournament, but they won't make the SECs. Plano getting his first shift defensively. Testa with a shot save by Salzano, who has been very, very busy here in the first period. Puck dumped in deep, taken by Leighton Jeremiah. Stolen by Savo. Savo in front for Enzo Plano. And Salzano with a save. He robbed Enzo Plano. Terrific save by Joseph Salzano. Enzo Plano stops top of the circle. Cross ice for Testa. Shot was blocked. Didn't get all the way through. Ryan Bonnell with a big hit. Bonnell's got it back. Dimitriadis was open at the circle. Testa throws it through the goal mouth. Now Dimitriadis over. Dimitriadis trying to go back to the blue line to Plano. Plano top of the circle, shot wide. Both Planos on the ice here. Testa throws it towards the net. Bonnell hit behind the net by Leighton Jeremiah. Now Salvatore Plano from the blue line. Salzano made the save. Plano shot Salzano. Save again. Ryan Bonnell had a shot on the rebound. Salzano keeping his team in the game here. Ryan Bonnell goes behind the net. Plano with a huge hit. Wow. Plano with a shot. Puck was touched up with a high stick. What a shift for Plano. 4:21 to go in the first period. 2-0 East Haven. They are dominating play right now.
15 shots for East Haven, and we still have just about 4 minutes left in the first period. What job by both Plano brothers. Salvatore Plano, he had some really nice shots. Enzo Plano still looking for his first goal. You can see something coming from that third line.
That was one of their best shifts of the season, without a doubt. Face off to the left of Michael Fritz as East Haven touched the puck with a high stick on the previous play. Dalbero tips it ahead for Cantelli. Cantelli shot saved by Salzano, his 13th save already in the first 11 minutes. DeFilio with a blind pass connected to McGlinchey. Now pressed to Cantelli with DeFilio on the doorstep. And Salzano got a piece of that. Lorenzo DeFilio, what a move. DeFilio steps down in front. Griffin McGlinchey shot saved. Salzano, he didn't know where it was. And we got a stoppage here with 3:48 to go in the period. 2-0 East Haven. And now the East Haven fans are getting upset.
Is there any way we could get just like a thing of glass to cover the fans?
This is unbelievable. It's like I'm frightened because we're caught in the middle. Man. So a face-off in the North Haven zone here. 3:48 to go, first period. 2-0 East Haven. Shots on goal, 16-4 in favor of East Haven here in this first period. And it's been, Michael Fritz has made a few big stops, but they've dominated play.
Yeah, absolutely. The goaltender for North Haven's really keeping them in this game. It could be easily a 4-0 lead right now.
Yeah, he's done a heck of a job. He's just a freshman, so. Oh, Shane Ruggiero put one in front. Nice pass. But North Haven broke it up. Here come the Nighthawks. Guidon tried to center. Cleared out, knocked down nicely by Ruggiero. Up ahead to Salvati. Salvati braced himself for a hit. And now North Haven's going to clear. Justin Peril. Peril up ahead now for Bryce Mastriano. Mastriano trying to get by Preston Cantelli. Mastriano back to the blue line. North Haven can't keep it in. And it's going to go all the way down where Perilli will get it. Justin Perilli for North Haven. Around the boards for Will Keeney. Will Keeney up to the blue line. Hit there by Salvati. And now Bryce Mastriano dumps it in. Michael Ballo goes and gets it. Ballo trying to catch North Haven on a change. Landon Cantelli touched it up. Now Paul Mastriano Out to center now, the Nighthawks take it in. Porto throws it on net. Fritz sticks it aside. Cameron LaCroix takes a hit from Gavin Noft. Knocked down there by Ballo. Ballo at center ice. Ballo skates through. Ballo works it in the North David zone. Now he turns it over. Nighthawks back the other way. Nice play by Ballo. Up ahead now to Savo. Savo in the North Haven zone. Savo, I thought, braced himself for the hit there by Porto. Savo works through. Landon Cantelli tips it up to Savo. Savo trying to work through. And North Haven able to tip it out of the zone. Ballo dumps it in. East Haven's got to touch up. And Cantelli will stay out while the rest of his line goes for a change. Brown steps up on Porto. Dumped in though, so Testa goes and gets it. Testa around the boards. Testa skating in the North Haven zone. Shot save Salzano, and he covers. Nice work by Testa. 1:42 to go in the period. 2-0 East Haven.
Yeah, if Testa saw all that space that was given to him, and why not take it, really? You take a really good scoring opportunity for your team and get a shot on goal, face off in the North Haven zone.
Yeah, that's terrific skating ability by Testa. Just a great job. DeFilio in front, down barrel, shot save Salzano, and he covered up the rebound. Big save by Joseph Salzano. 1:39 to go. 2-0 East Haven. Salzano's been fantastic for North Haven.
Yeah, 16 saves so far just in the first period. Only 4 shots on goal for North Haven. So really, if they don't have Salzano, maybe this game could totally be different.
At the face-offs, Preston Cantelli with a shot. Blocked by the face mask of Jackson O'Brien. Talk about sacrificing your body. O'Brien did it there. Carter McGlinchey turned it over, and now North Haven comes out with it. Here's Bryce Mastriano. Mastriano going wide on Cantelli. Fritz sticks it aside. Behind the net, Mastriano has it. Goes back to the blue line. Shot on Fritz. He made the save. Rebound. And Fritz made another stop. And John Dalbero clears out. Here comes Dalbero in the North Haven zone, up ahead of DeFilio. Back to Dalbero, and Salzano with another save. DeFilio to Cantelli. Shot blocked. Preston Cantelli in. He fanned on it. And now North Haven clears it out. DeFilio couldn't keep it in. DeFilio back now to Preston Cantelli. Cantelli plays catch with John Dalbero. Cantelli swivels through one, a second one, and Salzano makes the save and covers up. 35.5 seconds to go in the period. 2-0 East Haven.
Unbelievable play by Preston Cantelli. We mentioned his skating ability, his shot. I mean, what a great job by the North Haven players to block the shots, but he has unbelievable puck handling skills. And for him to, have that offensive ability is just amazing to see.
He's displayed it. What a pass. Now to Carter McGlinchey. Shot was actually blocked by Savo. Landon Cantelli shoots one over the crossbar. Preston keeps it in, puts the puck deep. They're pinned to the bench. Pinned to the boards, I should say. Preston Cantelli comes away with it. Over to Carter McGlinchey. McGlinchey goes up and over the net now. Landon Cantelli. Cantelli backhands it deep. Paul Mastriano around the boards. Carter McGlinchey through the goal mouth. Preston Cantelli with one more shot. That was blocked. And that's how the first period's going to end. East Haven outshoots North Haven 19-6. And Lorenzo DeFilio and John Dalbero did the rest.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable start for East Haven. And, you can't really say much about how they played, really. They controlled play. They were more physical. If you're East Haven, come out firing the same way in the second period.
As impressive a period as we've seen this team play this year. At the end of one, East Haven has a 2-0 lead. Back for the second period in a moment. Back here at the Northford Ice Pavilion in Northford, we start the second period. East Haven with a 2-0 lead. And that first period, Nick, was, you could arguably say the best period this team played all year.
Yeah, absolutely. The shots were great. The penalty kill was amazing, as usual. Power play looked really good. They scored on the power play. The physicality was there, and this game could get chippy in this period. If you're East Haven, just keep your control and play the way you did in that first period.
To recap the scenario here, a win tonight for East Haven clinches the #1 seed in the SCC tournament. Cheshire lost earlier today 3-2 to Lyman Hall. They would not be able to catch East Haven in the SCC if East Haven holds on and wins tonight. So that is the scenario here as Michael Fritz makes an early stop to start the second period. Donovan dumps it in. Fritz leaves it for Preston Cantelli. Cantelli up down to Carter McGlinchey. McGlinchey now back to Preston. Cantelli in, shot glove save by Salzano. Good shot by Cantelli. Good save by Salzano. 14-19 to go in the period. 2-0 East Haven.
Yeah, great shift by Preston Cantelli. As I mentioned in that first period, his skating ability and his shot is really phenomenal.
If not for Salzano, this game could be about 6 or 7-0 already. So he has been outstanding. It's going to be a big part of this North Haven team. Again, North Haven, the defending Division II state champions. This is a program, as you said earlier, Nick, that has been the what everybody's wanted to be in Division II for the last 4 or 5 years. And East Haven is trying to become that. Ballo, top of the circle, shot goes just wide. Michael Ballo looking for his first goal of the season, and he almost had it there. Big hit by Landon Cantelli. Knocked down at center ice, Cantelli gets it back. Landon Cantelli in the North Haven zone. Drops it back for Savo. Savo tries a little spin move by Chris Consorti, but North Haven winds up with the puck. The Nighthawks get it up to center ice, and then they turn it over. Landon Cantelli in. Cantelli with a shot. Salzano with a big-time save. Savo over to LaCroix. LaCroix on net save. Salzano rebound loose. They poke at it. It goes wide. Savo has it in the corner. Trying to go in front for Landon Cantelli. Shot save. Salzano. Some great chances here for Landon Cantelli. Michael Ballo keeps it in. North Haven steals, fires down. It'll be icing. 12:55 to go, second period. 2-0 East Haven, and things have carried over from the first period to the second.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what a great job by East Haven. That second line has really had some great opportunities to score. Landon Cantelli, I love the way he's been playing. He's been shooting at pretty much anywhere. Savo's more of a passer this year, it seems like, and Ballo's still looking for that first goal. He's got an excellent shot as well.
Enzo Plano, who came close in the first period. He has the puck in the corner. I tried to give it to Bonnell. Stepping down, Sal Plano. Salvatore Plano also had a good first period. North Haven fires down. That's going to be an icing again as Testa, who also had a good first period. Icing whistle with 12:35 to go, and a 2-0 lead at another offensive zone faceoff.
Yeah, and the first line comes right back out there. This line's been really great so far. They've had great opportunities to score as well.
Faceoff will be to the right of Joseph Salzano. Dalpero taking the draw, wins it back to DeFilio. DeFilio shot just wide. Carter McGlinchey steps down, and the net gets knocked off. 12:29 to go. 2-0 East Haven. The goaltender, when he shuffled across the crease, knocked the net off the peg. So now East Haven, in terms of the state tournament right now, still needs to win its final 3 games to be the #1 seed, even with Cheshire's loss. So these games are all just huge.
Yeah, they really are. And we mentioned the rivalry, but it's not just this game that matters. It's all of them to try and put them in that 1 seed.
Oh, Carter McGlinchey with a chance. Salzano somehow fought that off. Dalbero takes a hit from Donovan. Dalbero takes it away from Montabana. Dalbero goes down, going to the net. Penalty coming up on North Haven. Dalbero tried to put it back in front. Dalbero takes a hit by Porto. Boy, John Dalbero taking some hits on this shift. DeFilio now to Cantelli as they have the extra skater out. Carter McGlinchey, it's in his feet. He kept it in, but it's touched by Porto, and East Haven's going to get another power play with 11:55 to go in the period and a 2-0 East Haven lead, and they've got another golden opportunity to add to that lead.
Yeah, absolutely. They scored within the first 10 seconds of the power play as well earlier in the first period. So, I mean, if you're East Haven, if you can get 3 against the North Haven goaltender, Salzano, maybe you could run away with it a little bit.
This would be some serious breathing room here if East Haven could get one. Off the face-off, it's kept in by Carter McGlinchey, who pushes it behind the net where John Dalbero gets to it first. Dalbero hounded by Jeremiah in the corner. Dalbero comes away with it. Now Griffin McGlinchey. McGlinchey had it knocked away by Paul Mastriano. Griffin has it back, now gets it to Carter. Preston Cantelli, DeFilio in front, Griffin McGlinchey. Tic-tac-toe, McGlinchey couldn't pull the trigger. Now Preston Cantelli just inside, finds Dalbero, they spread out. Dalbero tried to go across ice for DeFilio. DeFilio tried to backhand it, but Salzano intercepted. And a stoppage with 11:15 to go in the period, 1:20 on the power play. Still a 2-0 East Haven lead.
Good puck movement by that first unit. I really like the way Dalbero and DeFilio work. They have McGlinchey in the middle of the slot, and he's got a terrific shot. But you wonder if they try and switch things up a little bit.
So the face-off will be here to the right of Salzano. Shots on goal now 24-6 in favor of East Haven. Carter McGlinchey back now to John Dalbero. Dalbero, shot saves Salzano, the rebound, and North Haven clears it out to center where Preston Cantelli knocked it down. Now Carter McGlinchey in the North Haven zone. McGlinchey carries all the way in, puts one all the way across, and now John Dalbero steps down, leaves it for DeFilio. Lorenzo back to Cantelli. Preston Cantelli, now Lorenzo DeFilio with room. DeFilio shot saves Salzano with Dalbero and Griffin McGlinchey right on the doorstep. 10:39 to go in the period, 44 seconds on the power play. Still 2-0 East Haven, and Joseph Salzano has been the star for North Haven tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. He's really kept them in this game. I'm kind of surprised they didn't start their senior goaltender. He must have an injury or something along those lines, but he's earned his spot so far.
Absolutely. Nice play by Cantelli, and that puck touched up with a high stick, so face-off's going to come outside. 10:35 to go in the period. 40 seconds on the power play. Face-off will come all the way down in the East Haven zone with that puck being touched up by a high stick. So the face-off will come to the left of Michael Fritz. I almost forgot that Michael Fritz was even on the ice the way this game has gone.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, North Haven's only taken 6 shots. They haven't really tested him that much. We always say a bad shot's never a bad shot.
They haven't had the puck on their stick very much. Landon Cantelli carries all the way in. Cantelli back to Preston. Preston Cantelli now landing at the wing. Preston Cantelli, one-timer. And Salzano sticks it to the corner. Very fundamentally sound as a goaltender, Joseph Salzano. Michael Savo now to Carter McGlinchey. McGlinchey back now to Savo. Michael Savo feathers one back to Cantelli. Oh, landed Cantelli with a nice deflection. Salzano covered it up. 9:56 to go in the period. 2 seconds on the power play. Still 2-0 East Haven, and North Haven's going to keep themselves in the game by killing that one off.
Yeah, that could be a big momentum change for North Haven. We always say you kill a penalty and you're only down by 2. 2-goal leads are the most dangerous leads in any game, really.
Face off to the right of Salzano. Enzo Plano thrown out of the circle, so Billy Demetriadis now goes in. Billy pushes it deep, and now he has the puck. Now it's Ryan Bonnell behind the net. Bonnell trying to go back in front for Plano. Mastriano steals. Cameron LaCroix with a big hit on Bryce Mastriano. Michael Ballo gets to nice stick work by Michael Ballo to keep the puck in front of him. Ballo in the North Haven zone. Shot saved Salzano. A rebound, and Enzo Plano pushes the puck deep. Bunnell with a nice hit behind the net on Mastriano. Cameron LaCroix back down to Bunnell. Ryan Bunnell's shot that was blocked. Billy Dimitriadis gets to it. Dimitriadis in front for Plano. Plano gets it back. Plano back to LaCroix. LaCroix shot wide. Boy, this line, every shift has been good tonight. Ryan Bunnell trying to go in front. Now goes back to LaCroix. Cross ice for Ballo, who backhands it in. It's been all attack zone for this third line. Ryan Bunnell sandwiched into the boards by Gilbert. Now Mastriano comes out with it. Cross ice for Guidon. Guidon, now Mastriano, and they're offside. 8:46 to go, second period. 2-0 East Haven, and just seems like North Haven can't match up with East Haven's speed at all.
No, not at all. I mean, East Haven just flies by the North Haven players, and you can really tell because East Haven's gassed because they also have so much pressure in their zone that they're working so hard, they get so tired.
And East Haven's so fundamentally sound defensively. It's unbelievable to watch. Benji Brown up to Lorenzo DeFilio, who can't get it out. North Haven keeps it in, but there's Testa right where he needed to be in front of the net. Puck cleared out to center. Dalbero follows through on the check from Porto. Brown up to DeFilio. Lorenzo DeFilio had it poked away ever so slightly by Chris Consorti. Now Brown gets to it. Brown, nice pass to Dalbero. Trying to work by Porto. North Haven trying to clear it out. Brown keeps it in. Brown tied up, and now North Haven backhands all the way down. That'll be an icing. 8:02 to go, second period. East Haven 2, North Haven nothing, as every line just continues to put pressure on.
Yeah, absolutely. The defense also helps too. We saw Benji Brown make a nice pass to DeFilio, just hopped over a stick. I mean, all of the defenders for East Haven are very active.
After tonight, North Haven's got one game left. East Haven will have two. Both will be at home. Now Perillo in front for Savo. Savo missed. Now Carter McGlinchey inside the blue line towards the net. Deflected, it goes just wide. Landon Cantelli trying to go back to his brother Preston. Here comes North Haven on a 2-on-1. Here's Gilbert to the net. And Michael Fritz with a save. And the net comes off. Michael Fritz with his first big save in a while here. And with 7:32 to go, he keeps it 2-0 East Haven.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity for North Haven, a 2-on-1. Michael Fritz, it might have gone off his mask too. Either way, a great save by Fritz. Get him into the second period. That's the first shot he's seen this period.
North Haven with just 7 shots through the first half of the hockey game. Unbelievable. But Fritz makes the saves when he has to. Face-off is to his left. It is Noft and Plano taking the draw here. Plano wins it, and out with it comes Preston Cantelli. Preston Cantelli head up in the North Haven zone. Cantelli goes to the net. Had Salvani at the doorstep. They tried to stuff it by Salzano. Couldn't do it, and Noft dumps it in for North Haven. Salvani up to Enzo Plano. Plano collides with Porto. Not a real big hit, though. Kept in by Cantelli. Preston Cantelli again. Into the corner, now gets it to Shane Ruggiero. Back to Plano. Plano throws it to the net. Ruggiero with a shot that whistles wide. Carter McGlinchey on net. That one blocked. Porto. Salvani in front for Ruggiero. It goes off his stick, and North Haven clears it out. Carter McGlinchey dumps it in. The puck did not hit the netting, so it stays on the ice. Donovan trying to get around Ruggiero, up the boards, but not out. Stolen by Salvati. Salvati can't keep it in, so now Cameron LaCroix at the red line dumps it in. Jake Donovan behind the net, around the boards. Oh, Mastriano centers for Gilbert. Gilbert, nice play by LaCroix. Mastriano follows him up. And we got a penalty coming up on Ballo with Mastriano going to the net. So it's 6:17 to go in the period, and East Haven up 2-0. North Haven's going to get a power play.
Yeah, I really like that play by Ballo. It could have been a potential goal. North Haven this period so far, even though they have, I don't know if they got a shot on that play, but they played a lot better in this period than they have in the first.
So here's North Haven's chance, and you said it, for as well as East Haven has dominated play tonight, one puck goes in here and it's a 1-goal game.
Right, and we just mentioned before, a 2-goal lead in any sport, any game, is the most dangerous lead.
So the face-off will be to Michael Fritz's left. East Haven has killed off one North Haven power play tonight, and now they'll try to make a second one. North Haven wins the draw. Donovan, what a shot, Fritz, what a glove save, and he holds it. 6:12 to go. 156 on the penalty to Ballo, and Michael Fritz, he certainly knows when to hold on to the puck and get a face-off.
Yeah, absolutely. The veteran, we always mention the veteran presence. 2 shutouts in the past 2 games. I'm sure he's looking for a third one. That would be fantastic.
To his right, it's one back to Donovan, now Gilbert. Ben Gilbert, one of the 6 seniors on this North Haven team who were honored prior to the game tonight. Donovan knocked off the play by Cantelli. Here comes DeFilio, shorthanded. Lorenzo DeFilio back down to Landon Cantelli, and he missed it wide. Oh my goodness. Landon Cantelli had a wide open net, and he missed it wide. Here's Ben Gilbert. Ben Gilbert, oh, he scored. Ben Gilbert gets one by Michael Fritz. That's a power play goal for North Haven. And with 5:39 to go in the second period, North Haven cuts the lead in half. It's 2-1.
I can't believe Cantelli missed that play. It was a great move in front, a great pass from DeFilio. You go the other way, and they take the advantage of a turnover, and they bring the lead to within 1.
So the penalty on Ballo comes back to cost East Haven. And with 5:39 left in the second period, it's now a 2-1 game. It was inches away from being 3-0 East Haven, and that's how the puck bounces sometimes. And let's see how East Haven responds to a little bit of adversity here. That's the first goal they've given up in 2.5 games. It's been an unbelievable defensive effort, and you can't let one goal change things. Griffin McGlinchey drops it back for Dalbero, who goes to the net. Dalbero winds up throwing one through the goal mouth. Tied up in the corner by DeFilio. DeFilio out in front looking for Griffin McGlinchey, but it was broken up by Paul Mastriano. Testa kept it in. Dalbero knocks it down. Dalbero in front. DeFilio knocks it down. It's tied up in a bunch of skates. Plano couldn't keep it in, and so now John Dalbero comes back to center ice. Up ahead to Griffin McGlinchey, who dumps it in. Dalbero is going to be the first one in to get it. Dalbero behind the net in the far corner. Back behind for Cantelli. In front, Dalbero. What a save by Salzano. Gets by Plano, and now Testa goes back for it. Testa in his own zone. Up ahead to Perillo. Now to Dalbero. Dalbero in. Dalbero goes to the net. Lost it. Perillo. Perillo wound up getting a shot away. And now Landon Cantelli and Leighton Jeremiah pushing and shoving in front. 4:20 to go. 2-1 East Haven, and they just continue to get scoring chances.
Yeah, it seems like whenever another team scores on East Haven, they start firing back right away, and you can tell with that first line, even a little bit of that second line, they work well. Every line gels well together.
That third line's had an unbelievable night tonight. Donovan they win the faceoff back to Donovan, I should say. Carter McGlinchey couldn't keep it in. Here's a 2-on-1 for North Haven, but Preston Cantelli was there to break it up. Mastriano keeps it in. Landon Cantelli with a hit. That could have been called, but we play on. East Haven might have caught a break there. Not sure. It was an open ice hit. That's the only thing I can say. Donovan turns. Donovan pushes the puck in. Stolen by Cantelli. Cantelli up to Perillo. Perillo gets by Porto. Perillo shot. Salzano makes the save. 3:45 to go in the period. It's still 2-1 East Haven, and they've got to be getting frustrated at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the play by Cantelli that led to the North Haven goal, he was very frustrated after that. Perillo with an unbelievable move, but if you got a breakaway like that, you shoot it either low or high side. He shot it right at the chest.
I know it's been redundant a lot this year, but what a hockey game this has been. What a crazy night. Preston Cantelli, the puck just came out behind him, so Cantelli curls back to center ice. Cantelli, nice pass to Carter McGlinchey. McGlinchey's shot deflected over the net. Now Ryan Bonnell. Bonnell couldn't keep it. Enzo Plano knocks it down, and it's out to center ice. Taken there by 7, who we don't have a number 7 on the North Haven roster, so not sure who that is. That hasn't happened very often this year. That puck knocked down in front of the North Haven bench. Carter McGlinchey. McGlinchey up now to Dimitriadis, who tips it in. Mark Guidon dumps it in at center ice. Guidon's got to adjust his net guard. With everything that's going on, you want that equipment staying on. Here's Preston Cantelli. Cantelli in the North Haven zone. Shot goes off the glass over the net. And getting to the rebound was first is Pilnewski. Ryan Pilnewski for North Haven. Out to center, LaCroix kept it in front of him. Now North Haven comes back. Leighton Jeremiah into the East Haven zone. Broken up 2-on-1. DeFilio with McGlinchey. DeFilio waits to McGlinchey, and he tipped it just wide. Oh my goodness. From the blue line, shot glove by Salzano, and he holds. 2:18 to go in the period. It's 2-1 East Haven, and the shots just keep on coming.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great pass by DeFilio. I think it just hopped over McGlinchey's stick, but either way, this first line's been buzzing all night.
Face off to the right of Salzano. Dalbero, clean face off, but a DeFilio wide glove side. DeFilio and Dalbero, the East Haven goal scorers. Bryce Mastriano up to Ben Gilbert. Ben Gilbert in the East Haven zone. Gilbert forced wide by LaCroix. Puck back out to the blue line. Donovan. Shot blocked by Griffin McGlinchey. Nice block by Griffin. Paul Mastriano up to Gilbert, who tips it in. LaCroix's got to go get it. John Dalbero turns it over. There's a chance for North Haven, and the puck goes wide. DeFilio trying to get it up to Dalbero, who tips it out of the zone. Donovan back out to center ice, and North Haven dumps in. Ballo up now to McGlinchey. To center ice, Dalbero. John Dalbero. Now to DeFilio, couldn't keep it on his stick. And North Haven clears. Mastriano has Guidon going to the net. Mastriano in. Mastriano shot. Saved by Fritz. Rebound loose, and Fritz covers up. Wow. 1:14 to go. East Haven with a 2-0 lead. And North Haven is building themselves some momentum here.
Yeah, they've had a really good period so far. We always talk about winning the period, and so far North Haven is winning this period, even though they're still down 2-1. But, you know, North Haven has had some quality chances. Michael Fritz has really stood on his head.
Face off to Fritz's left. North Haven wins the draw. Donovan, shot blocked by Cantelli. Landed Cantelli, works it out of the zone. Up now to Perillo. Perillo has Savo going to the net. Salzano covers up with no rebound. 1:02 to go. Still 2-1 East Haven, and for as dominant as East Haven was offensively in the first period, North Haven's buckled down a lot more here in the second.
Yeah, I think Salzano's held the puck a little more and hasn't had too big of rebounds, which we always talk about. A bad shot could lead to a rebound, and you never know what could happen after that.
Clean face-off win. Carter McGlinchey keeps it in. Landed Cantelli trying to feather one in front for Perillo. He couldn't hold on to it, and out with it comes Chris Consorti. Consorti dumps it on Fritz. So Fritz kicks it aside, and now Preston Cantelli up to Perillo, now Landon. Landon Cantelli into the North Haven zone. Cantelli gets by Donovan, goes to the net, and he scores! Landon Cantelli with a huge goal late in the period. And with 36 seconds to go, East Haven leads it 3-1.
What absolute skill by Landon Cantelli. He missed on the penalty kill, but he doesn't miss on that one. Beautiful goal, 5-hole on Salzano to make this a 2-goal lead once again. Just about 36 seconds left in this second period.
That is a back-breaking goal before the end of the period. And Landon Cantelli, who has been all over the ice for East Haven tonight, finally gets rewarded with the goal. And just like that, the period is now even at a goal apiece. And East Haven will hope to go into the locker room now with some more momentum. Well, there's a turnover. Preston Cantelli lost the puck, and Fritz held it. 21 seconds to go here. 3-1 East Haven, and again, that's the veteran leadership of Michael Fritz.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's going to do that the rest of the game. I don't see him playing the puck unless, there's no North Haven player next to him, or near him. We talk about the veteran presence. He's such a leader on the ice, even though, nobody can hear him. We hear him when we're at the home rink in East Haven. He's loud as could be.
Yeah, we definitely hear him in our rink, that's for sure. The communication is outstanding. So at center ice now, Testa knocks it down. Tried to get it up to Savo. North Haven dumps it in. It's going to go behind the net. Carter McGlinchey will tie it up in the corner, and that's going to do it. East Haven out shooting North Haven 34-11 after 2 periods, and that goal by Landon Cantelli gives them a huge 2-goal lead.
Yeah, it goes into the locker room, too, knowing you're up 2, even though it was the same thing in the first period. A little more pressure from North Haven, though. East Haven's physicality stayed the same pretty much. The leadership is there from all the captains for East Haven. The third should be an interesting but fun period.
One more period to go here from Northford. East Haven with a 3-1 lead. We'll come back for the third in a moment. Back here at the Northford Ice Pavilion, we go to the third period. East Haven with a 3-1 lead. East Haven 15 minutes away from clinching the number 1 seed in the SCC. Cheshire has lost, so there's no way Cheshire would be able to catch East Haven. So Cheshire still has 2 SCC games left. East Haven only has 1, and East Haven beat them head-to-head, so they would win the tiebreaker. Griffin McGlinchey to John Dalbero. And Joseph Salzano blockers it away. Here comes Mastriano, 2-on-1. Mastriano shot just wide to the stick side of Michael Fritz. What a chance that was for North Haven. Preston Cantelli up ahead to Carter McGlinchey. Back to Cantelli. Preston Cantelli now to Griffin McGlinchey. Donovan lifted his stick up. Griffin McGlinchey. Oh, in front, Dalbero with a rebound on an initial save from Salzano. Griffin McGlinchey turns around. Salzano sticks it aside. DeFilio in the corner. DeFilio ridden wide by Donovan. Now Cantelli. DeFilio couldn't keep it in. Couldn't keep it on his stick, I should say. Carter McGlinchey shot. And they score! Lorenzo DeFilio deflects in the rebound from Carter McGlinchey. And with 13:49 to go in the third period, Lorenzo DeFilio gives East Haven a 4-1 lead.
I mean, at what point do North Haven ice the puck, really? That line was buzzing for that whole two minutes they were out there. Great shot by Carter McGlinchey, and DeFilio got the rebound. The tip. Could this be the insurance goal that East Haven needed?
You were right. They came out, that shift just flying there. And Lorenzo DeFilio now with 2 goals on the night. And that gives East Haven a 4-1 lead. And that's a really, really big cushion for a team that is this solid defensively. Let's see if they can keep adding to it. Savo to the net. Salzano made a save on Savo. Savo gets it back. Ballo kept it in. Ballo, and they score! Michael Ballo from the blue line. There's the first goal of the year for Michael Ballo. And with 13:22 to go in the third period, East Haven now leads it 5-1.
We've been saying it all year. Michael Ballo has a fantastic shot. He should use it more. And with a smaller goalie with Salzano in net, Ballo takes advantage to make this a 5-1 lead.
So Michael Ballo, the senior who has been so steady all season long, scores his first goal of the year. Why do I have a feeling I might be getting introduced to him after the game tonight? Ryan Bedell skates in. Boy, this team is relentless. That puck goes out of play. 13:14 to go, third period. 5-1 East Haven. You know, I've been listening. I'm not quite sure what he's yelling. Is that what he's yelling? And I know why, too. I know why. I'm not going to go there. Enzo Plano in the corner. Knocked down at the blue line by Testa. Testa keeps it in. Dimitriadis now to Plano. Couldn't get a shot away. Dimitriadis back to Testa. Enzo Plano knocked it down. Now Benji Brown keeps it in. So Michael Ballo gets his first of the year. Good for Ballo. He's just been so solid defensively all season long. Here comes Mastriano. Bryce Mastriano works his way in, tries to stuff it, and Michael Fritz across the crease shuts the door, and that comes off with 12:19 to go. Third period, East Haven with a 5-1 lead, and Fritz, when he's needed to be, does the job.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a nice play by North Haven to try to wrap around, and Bunnell with a nice job in front. Luckily, the pegs came off of its crease, so
face off to the left of Fritz. Now Preston Cantelli knocked into the boards. Back comes East Haven. Here's John Dalbero. East Haven's got to keep their foot on the gas here. DeFilio, tried to go for a tip to Dalbero, and he tipped it wide. Cantelli now to Dalbero. Couldn't get by Mastriano, and now Bryce Mastriano up ahead to Ben Gilbert. Gilbert gets by Cantelli. Glove save by Fritz, and he holds on. 11:52 to go, third period. East Haven with a 5-1 lead, and Michael Fritz has had to make a few stops here in this third period.
He's been great all season, and he knows a big game when he has to. Doesn't give off too many rebounds. He's just been phenomenal for the Yellow Jackets all year.
John Dalbero tips it into the North Haven zone. Now to DeFilio, but they're offsides. 11:44 to go in the third. East Haven 5, North Haven 1. Coach Payne still coaching. This team still hungry. You know, the things that are being said on the side to our left, East Haven's heard this all season long. Sorry. Not sorry. Not at all. So Dalbero thrown out of the circle. DeFilio had to take the face off, and North Haven clears it out. As a matter of fact, I'll say good for us and fortunate for us. And it's been a great thing. Preston Cantelli through center ice into the North Haven zone. Cantelli goes to the net, and he scores! Preston Cantelli! Wow! Preston Cantelli with an unbelievable move. And with 11:17 to go in the third, East Haven now leads it 6-1.
An unbelievable move by Preston Cantelli. We mentioned in the first and second period his skating ability and his shot. I mean, he has puck moving ability like a forward would, and he roofed it top shelf on Salzano.
So East Haven now with a 6-1 lead. They've come out with 3 goals in the third period, and that goal by Landon Cantelli to end the second period ignited this run. East Haven pouring it on right now. And let's see how physical North Haven gets the rest of the night. That might be next. We'll see. Ballo gets to the red line. He takes a hit. For East Haven, the message has to be win the game. That's the most important thing. Savo keeps it in. Savo turns. Salzano sticks it aside. Salzano still with 35 saves in this game for North Haven. He has done a great job. Landon Cantelli goes to the net. Cantelli in the corner. Landon Cantelli goes up the boards. Now Ballo keeps it in. Now Cameron LaCroix. LaCroix throws one to the net that goes high. Perlo in front. Salzano sticks it aside. Landon Cantelli knocked it down. North Haven finally able to clear the zone. Cameron LaCroix up the boards, keeps it in play. Landon Cantelli, nice long backhand pass up to Savo. Savo goes to the net. Savo taken down by Donovan behind the net. Savo stayed with it. Donovan plays it up ahead, and now North Haven comes out with it. There comes Guidon. Guidon throws it to the net, and Fritz pushed it aside. Now Fritz plays it up, and we got a penalty here on East Haven with 9:34 to go in the third period. And a 6-1 lead. East Haven will be shorthanded for the third time in the game.
I wasn't sure what the call was. I didn't see it, but East Haven's penalty kill has been phenomenal, and they were so close to scoring earlier in the second period. If you're East Haven, like we said, push the gas and keep going.
It was a roughing call on Testa. So 9:34 left here, third period. East Haven with a 6-1 lead. North Haven on the power play now. Their third power play of the night. Dalbero and Cantelli working hard. Gilbert back to the blue line. Mastriano. Griffin McGlinchey finds John Dalbero. Short-handed. And he scores! John Dalbero with a short-handed goal. And with 9:16 to go in the third, East Haven leads it 7-1.
What an unbelievable play. Dalbero blocked a shot at first. Griffin McGlinchey went threw it to the middle of the ice, and Dalbero with a great shot to get it by Salzano. 7-1 lead now. And we always mention how the penalty kill is too, because special teams is such a focus for both teams. And I think that's Johnny Dalbero's 100th point.
I think it is. That's 100 points for John Dalbero. Wow. What a career. Okay, so we may be talking to him a little bit. So I already know John, but we can talk to him again. Carter McGlinchey up ahead now to Landon Cantelli. So congratulations to John Dalbero. Now back to the blue line. North Haven trying to keep it in. 100 points in a 4-year career for John Dalbero. 2 goals tonight. Oh, what a hit by Landon Cantelli, and that's going to be a penalty. Cantelli's going off for a slash. Or is DeFilio going off? One of them's going off. 8:45 to go, third period. North Haven's going to have a 5-on-3. It's not 8-1, is it? Oh, no, the penalty's on North Haven. The score's not 8-1, is it?
I thought it was 7-1, but could be 8. 7.
Yeah, I think it's 7-1. You got 7 goals. 1, 2, 3. It's 7, right? Yeah, 7-1. Boy.
I mean, hey, 7 or 6 goal lead
If the final score is 8-1, I'll call this guy. We'll play, the lottery later. He must know something we don't. So it's now 4-on-4. So John Dalbero with his 100th career point. Congratulations to John. McGlinchey with an assist. 7-1 East Haven. And we got an icing here on East Haven. 8:13 to go in the third period. And 40 seconds of 4-on-4. All in all, start to finish, this might be the most complete game of the entire season.
Yeah, absolutely. We mentioned the defense, how they've been playing great all season, really. And then the forwards, what else can you say? You score 5 goals a game pretty much at will.
Yeah, this was a statement tonight, no question. This team wanted this one more than any other game, I think, this season for a lot of different reasons. Preston Cantelli trying to go back to Salvati. Ruggiero almost knocked it down. Bounced over his stick. Carter McGlinchey with a shot. And you know what? The score might be 7-1, but you got to credit Joseph Salzano for North Haven, who has made 35 saves tonight. He has been outstanding. This could have been 12 or 13-1 without Salzano being in net. Here comes Gilbert, who dumped it into the East Haven bench. Coach Payne laughing about that one as it went right into the open door. 7:30 to go in the third period. He's still laughing. 46 seconds on the power play, and when you're up 7-1, you can laugh.
Yeah, absolutely. Does North Haven parents not think we have a power play right now? Or, I don't understand how they do math in North Haven.
Let's see this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is 7-1. I'm not crazy. I didn't think I was crazy. I didn't think you were either.
No, absolutely not. We know how many goals they scored, but hey, 8-1, 7-1, it's still a blowout for East Haven.
North Haven coach Chris Avino, who we know very, very well, is not happy on the North Haven bench. There have been a few times tonight where Chris has been unhappy. Now all right, good. They got the scoreboard right. I feel better. Ryan Bennell back behind the net. East Haven still on a power play here. Third power play unit getting some work. North Haven into the East Haven zone now. Ballo hits Guidon and knocks Guidon into the corner. Wow. And Ballo just keeps going with the puck. Ballo in the North Haven zone. Ballo looking for goal number 2. Why stop now? Puck goes wide of Salzano. And it's back out at center ice now. Power play is over, so we're back at even strength. Michael Ballo dumps in. Enzo Plano there for help. Puck comes out of the zone now. And Guidon will take it for North Haven, and the Nighthawks dump it in. Behind the net goes Ballo. Ballo avoided a hit. Now the Nighthawks try to put it in front. Cameron LaCroix. Cameron LaCroix out to center. Cameron lost the puck. Now North Haven back in 2-on-1. Shot wide, glove side of Fritz. Puck didn't hit the net. Now David Fritz out there with Tanner Walsh. Their first ice time tonight. Steele out there as well. Oh, wow. What a high hit that was on Fritz. Wow. Donovan knocked Fritz up high. That was in the helmet. But they did not make the call. And so now Fritz, Michael Fritz, comes out, leaves it for Benji Brown over to Testa. Up now to Steele. Steele ties his man up. Testa comes away with the puck, plays it back behind the net. Testa to Steele, now to Tanner Walsh. Tanner Walsh had it knocked away, and now North Haven comes out with the puck. Nice play by Fritz. to tip it up ahead to Tanner Walsh. Tanner Walsh braces himself for the hit, and they're off sides. 5 minutes to go, third period. It's 7-1 East Haven, and I get the feeling that maybe that first and second line may be done.
Yeah, I think so too. Might as well save them for Wednesday night. And, they've obviously done their job, and let's see if the fourth line and some other players could do some more damage.
So East Haven dumps it in. North Haven back behind the net now. Donovan knocks it down, plays it out to center. Almost hit the roof. Or the ceiling, I should say. Now Benji Brown comes away with it for East Haven. Benji Brown carrying into the North Haven zone. Benji Brown carried all the way in, and then he turned it over. North Haven clears down, gets by Testa, and that's an icing on North Haven. 4:26 to go here in the third period. East Haven with that 7-1 lead, and that goal by Cantelli at the end of the second period, clearly the turning point of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that could have been the insurance goal there. He's been playing great all day. Let's see if Enzo Plano could do some damage. He's really had a great season. I love the way he's taken shots. He has got some unlucky bounces his way, but he's a phenomenal player.
Seems like the only thing he hasn't done is scored. He's gotten better and better, and here he comes. Enzo Plano in the North Haven zone. He carries the puck deep. Mastriano knocked it away from him, but it goes back to Ryan Bonnell behind the net. Plano continuing to work hard. Plays the puck deep behind the net. Dimitriadis goes and gets it. Plano pokes at it, and Salzano was tight to the post, and he kept Enzo Plano from scoring. And this guy just doesn't stop. Wow. He's got a few words in his vocabulary. Billy Dimitriadis out to center ice, knocked down there by Ryan Bonnell. Bonnell carries in, centers for Tanner Walsh, goes over his stick, and North Haven's going to clear. North Haven gets to center ice, and Guidon dumps it in. Behind the net now, Plano. Cross ice for Testa. Testa up to David Fritz now. David Fritz clears it out to center. Michael Fritz deflects it over now to Testa. Testa out to center ice. Tanner Walsh knocks it down. Fritz gets back onside. I thought he did anyway. 2:59 to go, third period. East Haven 7, North Haven 1. And if our thoughts are right, which we think they are, East Haven with this win is going to be the number 1 seed in the SCC tournament. I don't know how mathematically they couldn't be.
Yeah, I mean, with the games within the SEC, you kind of look at it more as, who's going to get in the tournament right away. There's only a certain amount of teams in the SEC, and it's very deep this year. You had West Haven and Hampton join this year, and East Haven rose above everybody.
Got East Haven, Cheshire, and Amity are all in. And there's about 4 teams, North Branford, Watertown, Pomperaug, Hamden, maybe West Haven, all vying for the 4th spot in that SCC tournament, which is going to be in about a week and a half. Donovan goes to the net. Plano does a great job, knocks it away from him. East Haven still has 2 regular season games left to try to secure the number 1 overall seed in the state tournament, which will begin the first week in March. What it all equals is one of the greatest regular seasons we have ever seen in the history of this program. Oh, puck loose in front. Salzano had no idea where it was, and he covered up with 2:11 to go in the third period as this line almost had the 8th goal.
That was a great play. I think Fritz threw it on net, and Salzano didn't know where it was. So either way, great play by East Haven, and you can see some North Haven parents leaving right now.
So face off to Salzano's left. Salzano has made 37 saves for North Haven tonight. He's been the best player on the ice for the Nighthawks. I don't know if he's been the starting goaltender all year, but Chris Avina's got him for the next 3 years. Big hit there. I think that was Josh Salvati that made that hit. Really impressive. It's been quite a night for East Haven. Michael Ballo with his first goal. DeFilio with a couple. Landon Cantelli with a great night. John Dalbero with a couple, including his 100th career point. One of the great accomplishments you can have in a 4-year high school hockey career.
And with Dalbero, he only had a couple games due to the COVID year.
Right, that's right. It's been a pleasure to watch John play for 4 years. You know, we had his brother Joe here in the program for 4 years, and now to watch John play, what a treat it's been for us. And there's big things still to come for John and this team as the regular season winds down and they get ready to play their most important games of the year in the next couple of weeks. Puck goes wide of Fritz. East Haven's going to complete their road schedule tonight. This might be the final time you see them in the blue uniforms this year. Tanner Walsh into the North Haven zone. 44 shots on goal tonight for East Haven. Shane Ruggiero back to the blue line to Testa. Shot saved, Salzano. Rebound put wide. Salzano had his stick tied up in the pads of Tanner Walsh. Robert Testa up down to Ruggiero. Ruggiero gains the North Haven zone. Ruggiero knocked off the play. Guidon has it for North Haven. He's going to get it to the red line. That's going to do it. Congratulations, East Haven. You win this game 8-1. You are 7-1. You are the cream of the SCC. And congratulations to the boys. You did an amazing job.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been great all season. Some tough SEC games with Amity. This game at the start of the first and second, this was a two-goal game at first. Guilford was a good game. North Brantford's always been tough, and very happy for the guys. And they should keep it rolling.
So East Haven's next game will be this coming Wednesday. They'll return home to DeLungo Rink to go out of the SCC. They'll take on a Division II program from the Fairfield County Conference. The Trumbull Eagles will be in town this coming Wednesday, and that will be a 5 o'clock face-off. Player of the game?
You got to go Ballo. You go Cantelli, Dalbero.
I'm going to go Dalbero. Nick's going to go Dalbero. What are you going to go with?
Well, I'm going to say, team's been solid. Defense, forward, scoring all across the board. Fritz was solid in net. But I'll go with Dalbero.
So John Dalbero is going to be our player of the game. He got his 100th point tonight. Once again, East Haven wins it 7-1. Next game Wednesday, 5 o'clock at the Lungo Rink against Trumbull. So for John Becker Jr., Rob Becker, Nick Maniscalco, Nick Giglietti, this is Mike Amento saying so long and good night from Northford.